What is good, everyone? Welcome to today's aftermarket trade recap. Gonna get into it here. So, coming into the morning, today is the first day on my personal account. I forgot to mention that, but yeah, coming into the morning, I did see a setup here targeting all-time highs. By the way, quickly too, I am gonna have both of these up because now that I'm on my personal account through Tradeovate, it's like just I thought this is the easiest way to set it up to trade micros, but again, I like to just chart on NQ. So yeah, there was an SMT that we had forming off of the entry here. Oh no, sorry, that was earlier in the morning. I'm looking at this. So yeah, actually this is the entry I had taken. We inverse this fair value gap after taking out this set of equal lows and then the sell side level. um, I had my break even set at these equal highs and then just targeting all time highs, even though I know it's not really like a liquidity pool or whatever, but we're at all time highs and that's what I'm just going to target for a good risk to reward. Ended up getting stopped at break even. Um, Now, I wish I could have gotten an entry right above the inverse for value gap. I wouldn't have gotten stopped out within like 2 minutes, but I probably still would end up being stopped out. We would have came up 20 points. Maybe I would have moved, my take profit like up to $50 or something like that, as a stop, but ultimately would have been stopped at break even anyway because we did not come up and take this out. Now that's really all I charted on there. Um, After that, I wanted to see in the PM session, or coming into the PM session, I wanted to see us inverse this 3 minute fair value gap. We had a bunch of inefficiencies up above. Originally, I was looking to target the 5 minute, but ultimately, I was like, I'm just going to target the 3 minute as that's relatively more like possible of happening. But I did not get into this position because we were coming right into 1 p.m. and I wanted to see us open lower, then inverse, and end up closing this. So yeah, we ended up inversing this like 4 minutes before 1 p.m. I also would have had a late entry anyway. So if I did enter, because I was on the 1 minute, and once I switched to the 3 minute, I would have probably entered above around here, around 63 or 64. I would have got stopped out at break even anyways. But yeah, 1 p.m. opened lower, which I expected to see, and we ended up coming and taking out these. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. Taking out these inefficiencies, but I didn't want to enter over here because I wanted to. Again, I didn't see what I wanted to see in the beginning, which was come lower down here and then inverse this and take this out. So yeah, this was not a trade that I took, but I had mapped it out in real time. Other confluences where we took out the set of equal lows, had this SMT, and yeah. Then again, I didn't see this happening. I was off the charts at this time. I probably could have entered off this 1 minute. We took out all these sets of sell side levels. We were also or no, yeah, we took out all these sets of sell side levels, had this inversion. Same thing though. I probably would have had stops at break even here, and then I would have got stopped out at break even. But this is more of a hindsight thing because I was not mapping this out in real time. And then lastly, this is the second trade of the day that I did take a small loss on my Topstep accounts. I took it on my personal account as well, but I was messing around with trying to take trades on the order panel just so it'd be a little easier instead of having to do it here, market, set the take profit stop loss, and it would just be way easier here. And so I ended up accidentally placing a trade on NQ on my personal account as well. So that's a little bit over leverage, and especially on a trade that I wouldn't say was necessarily bad. This would be, I would say this is a bad trade that I'm starting to try to avoid if it was like, any time, uh, at not before, like anytime throughout the day, but just because of the fact that we had 2 p.m. open higher and then close lower, which is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see an open high, low, close, inversing this 2 minute. That is the only reason I took it. And yeah, so ended up entering, and I also had my stop just above this high, which was relatively small. Wanted to keep take profit at this low and just keep it a safe take profit. Didn't really see us coming down here as we have nothing to really target. That's also why this isn't that great, because there's no set of equal lows, there's no inefficiencies. It's just ultimately down here. And then as for what I was targeting was just like, I guess, this sell side level down here. So yeah, once we came down on this candle, I moved stop to break even on my personal account. I just, I wanted to get out of the position. I didn't have, again, it wasn't super high conviction, and I was too over leveraged on accident. So I just wanted to play it safe. Ended up getting stopped out, break even, but of course I kept it on my top step accounts, because for one mini on my top step accounts, that is relatively small risk. And yeah, ended up getting stopped out. I'm down about just a little bit over 1.5% today. So, kept losses small. Not really mad about it, because there's really not much I could have done today. Ultimately, everything I would have took besides this last trade would have gotten stopped out at break even, including, the first trade that I got stopped out. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I know same thing tomorrow. It's really no news just besides Powell speaking. So hopefully we can get some, relatively good price action. Today wasn't terrible. It just, yeah, I would have got stopped at a break even on all the trades. So that's it for today, and I'll see you guys next when I see you.